Tonight, a school bus scolding.
You don't know when to shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
The bus driver, no longer a bus driver after this video surfaced on Facebook. Also tonight, the Beaver River boys varsity soccer coach is no longer on the sidelines. And how does a Lewis County inmate rack up 29,000 charges while behind bars?
You're watching the North Country's news station. 7 News this evening starts now. Live from downtown Watertown, here's Jeff Cole.
Good evening. A video taken on a Watertown school bus makes the rounds on Facebook as a first student bus driver gets loud with young students, calling them animals. 7 News reporter Alex Valverde live outside a first student's bus garage with more. Alex.
Jeff, the incident happened on Monday, and as of Tuesday, that driver no longer works for First Student.
That is fine. This is not going to last long because I am not going to deal with you animals. You are animals.
In this video taken by a student riding a school bus in the Watertown School District, you can hear a First Student bus driver raising his voice at students.
Shut your mouth. I do not want to hear another sound for the rest of this day from any of you.
The incident occurred on Monday, and the video circulated on Facebook after it was shared by the parent of the child who recorded the outburst.
Get your butt up here and sit down over here. Now! Now!
You can also hear students yelling back at the driver in the video.
You are animals. Every single one of you.
The parent said she reached out to the school district Monday night. A spokesperson with First Student said as of Tuesday, the driver no longer works for the company.
We take the responsibility of caring for all of our students very seriously. This type of behavior is unacceptable, and the driver is no longer employed by First Student.
You don't know when to shut up!
I was talking.
Shut up! Shut up!
Watertown School Superintendent Patty LaBarre says she's satisfied with First Student's quick response after this incident. Now, because we didn't know the name of the bus driver or how long he's worked for the district, we weren't able to reach out to him for comment. Jeff?
Alex Valverde, thank you. A Massena man is accused of possessing child pornography. Village police charged 49-year-old John Willits of Grove Street with 2 felony counts of possessing an obscene sexual performance by a child. He was sent to jail with bail set at $10,000. Massena police make arrests after using search warrants at 2 village locations. These 6 people were arrested: Taylor LePage, Sylvester Wright, Danielle LePage, Nadine Pascal, Angelica Baker. All face felony charges. Dean Lamphere faces a misdemeanor charge. Police say they found crack cocaine and heroin at 419 South Main Street, Apartment 3, and at a room at the Super 8 Motel. A local soccer coach is no longer on the sidelines after questions about his use of a cell phone. 7 News reporter Aaron Bischoff live in studio tonight with details. Aaron.
Jeff, the coach allegedly used a player's cell phone and the social media app Snapchat to send out a request that has landed him in trouble.
Rich Feistel is no longer coaching the Beaver River boys varsity soccer team. Superintendent Todd Green said Wednesday he has relieved Feistel of his coaching duties.
I'll be making the recommendation to the Board of Education to end the coach's employment here.
Green says the decision was made after an incident with the soccer coach, but couldn't elaborate because it is a personnel matter. Parents of a now former player who asked that their names were not used say on a bus ride home from an away game on September 14th, Feistel took their son's phone and sent out a Snapchat. They say that Snapchat was a picture of their son and had a caption that appeared to ask for nude pictures.
That's a line that, in my mind as a parent, it just can't be crossed. It's not funny. It's not acceptable.
Superintendent Green said the school investigated and Feistel was initially put on a 3-game suspension. The parents of the player said it wasn't enough.
There should be no reprimanding. There should be a dismissal and then not a school investigation, a legal investigation.
And in fact, the Lewis County Sheriff's Office tells us it's now investigating but has no further comment. Superintendent Green says the district received new information that led them to consider further disciplinary action.
We did feel at the time, with the information we had, that the 3-game suspension met what the violation was. But with new information that just came out recently, we decided to make a different decision.
The parents say they know of at least 2 players who got the Snapchat, and we reached out to Coach Feistel several times today, but were not able to get in touch with him. Jeff.
Aaron Bischoff, thank you. The miner killed in an accident Tuesday at a Town of Fowler zinc mine has been identified. An entire community is affected by this story. Here's 7 News reporter Keith Benman.
The 40-year-old miner killed in some type of explosion underground here at Empire State Mines has been identified as Brendan DeMaster of North Royalton, Ohio. The mine just opened in June.
It's a tough time for everyone. We lost a colleague yesterday, and the company, Titan Mining Corporation, would like to extend its condolences to the family and friends and colleagues of Brendan DeMaster.
Investigators from the U.S. Mine Safety and Health Administration are at the mine. DeMaster worked for Major Drilling, a contractor there. Major Drilling is also investigating.
We're participating in both of those investigations to make sure that we get to the bottom of what happened.
The federal investigators were also there in late July after another accident. In that one, an elevator abruptly stopped, injuring 8. Mining has declined in this area over the years, but there's still a tight-knit mining community in Gouverneur and nearby towns. And with mining on the rebound now,
any place you go in Gouverneur, starting late yesterday afternoon, people were talking about this, affected by it. And unfortunate news like this seems to always travel fast.
Few details have been released. A source told 7 News drilling and blasting were going on. DeMasters was using an air tool to clean out the hole when something on the equipment exploded.
We will come forward with what we know as it becomes available.
Keith Benman, 7 News.
Cell phones buzzing all at the same time. Today at 2:18 this afternoon, the first presidential alert was sent out, part of an emergency test by the federal government. This is the only type of wireless emergency alert that can be sent nationwide. Alerts also were on TV and radio stations.
I think it's a very good idea. I mean, there's so many prank calls on the phone. This is something more positive.
Cell phone users cannot opt out of the presidential alerts. A Lewis County inmate is facing one heck of a rap sheet. Sean Liscomb racked up close to 29,000 criminal charges, all from his cell block in the county jail. 7 News reporter Garrett Domblewski tells us how it happened.
It's a scary level of persistence. Sean Liscomb of Lyons Falls is accused of calling the same woman 9,671 times between March and September. The police say he did it all from a community phone in his cell block in Lewis County Jail. Liscomb's efforts, however, were in vain. Police say, for whatever reason, the woman already had the jail's number blocked.
None of the calls ever made it through, and that's why he continued in his persistence in attempting to reach her.
The woman he was calling already had an order of protection against Liscomb. The police say he was able to make so many calls basically because of a loophole. Every inmate gets a 1-minute courtesy call, but because the number was blocked and the calls never went through, Liscomb pretty much had unlimited calls.
If nobody picks up, they can continuously hang up, dial the number, hang up and dial the number, and that's what happened in this case.
Police say Liscomb is in jail after he broke into an ex-girlfriend's apartment in Lowville and choked her and another woman last March. The ex-girlfriend also had an order of protection against Liscomb, but it's not clear if she is the same woman he made all of these calls to. Sheriff Mike Carpinelli says this won't change how the department monitors calls.
But we have to also follow the guidelines of New York State Corrections and Commissions and respect the inmates' rights.
We've reached out to the district attorney to find out how you go about prosecuting this many charges. Garrett Domblewski, 7 News.
A check on the forecast now. John Kubis over in the Weather Center. We started out cloudy, gloomy again today, John.
And we did, and we ended up cloudy and gloomy. I think we'll see some sun tomorrow. Not so much outside right now. Checking out the maps. The satellite and Doppler radar brought to you by Forkey Auto and Trailer Sale.
Tonight on Military Matters, commemorating the Battle of Mogadishu. It happened 25 years ago. A battle made famous by the movie Black Hawk Down. 7 News reporter Genevieve DiNatale was on post as soldiers and veterans remember.
These 10th Mountain Division soldiers were flipping heavy tires and running Wednesday. It's called Combat Olympics. It's part of how they get ready to fight now and 25 years ago.
Before they went in 1993, they did a Combat Olympics as well to build unit cohesion and to build teamwork. And us doing that today symbolizes them doing that 25 years ago.
Why 25 years ago? Because back then, soldiers from the 10th Mountain Division played a key role in the infamous Battle of Mogadishu. It was a humanitarian aid mission that turned into a 2-day battle, the one immortalized in the movie Black Hawk Down.
We can either help or we can sit back and watch a country destroy itself on CNN.
And back in 1993, when soldiers at Fort Drum were preparing to deploy to Somalia, they did comparable things to this combat readiness exercise, which is taking place behind me. It's a patient carry. But soldiers weren't the only ones commemorating the anniversary. Some veterans who fought in the battle were there as well.
They outnumbered us 10, 12 to 1, and they were very determined. They didn't like us being there at all.
I told my LT when we were in the place getting ready, I told him, sir, I want to make me a promise. I told him, if I got killed tonight, I want to ship my body home to Peru. And he said, yes, I will do that. And a couple of seconds later, I prayed, and we went into battle.
On Thursday, there will be a screening of Black Hawk Down, The Untold Story, a documentary that focuses on the 10th Mountain Division's role in the Battle of Mogadishu. Genevieve DiNatale, 7 News.
And we'll have your forecast next. That is our report tonight. Jeff Nelson and these guys here tonight at 11 o'clock with an update on the forecast, and then the Yankees and the A's, the big game tonight.
Yeah, we'll have highlights.
Good deal. CBS Evening News coming up next.